What's going on, everybody? You're watching Spectre React, and I got your review for episode 9 of Your Honor right here. Check it out. This show continues to up its quality with each new episode, and this one is no exception. As you know, it's usually just me on these Your Honor videos, but this week I have my bro reviewing the episode with me since I got him hooked on this show last week. If you've seen the other videos on this channel, you know that he is on the majority of those videos. Plus, we'll get some Breaking Bad takes from him since the whole series is one of his absolute favorites. So in the spirit of this being his first Your Honor video, he'll start off the recap.
We open up with the story of Joey Maldini. He's clearly been beaten up and claims to be running away from Jimmy Baxter and his goons. He also messes up his leg really badly. Maldini then runs into some cops and ends up agreeing to testify against Carlo, which is a huge no-no for the Baxter family. And to be honest with you, I don't blame him because we all know Carlo's a huge piece of shit.
Unlike the last episode, the trial of this episode is not the focus. We get some more character-focused moments as Michael and Adam's web of lies unravels. Every character learns a portion of the truth in this episode. If they were all in a room together, they'd piece this whole conspiracy together in seconds. The entire trial focused on Maldini's testimony and Jimmy and Michael's plan to get Maldini out of the picture.
Michael pulls another genius move to save his skin. First, we see him being really nice with Maldini, teaching him how not to be afraid by drinking water and taking deep breaths. He even literally gives Maldini his shoes, noting that they're his size as he tries to find common ground with him. However, we then find out that the water that's supposed to keep Maldini calm was actually poisoned by Michael. It's kind of like the scene from Breaking Bad where Walter convinces Lydia that he's on her side, but then psychs her out and poisons her stevia with ricin.
Meanwhile, Lee Delamere is hard at work trying to find a lead on Kofi, and eventually she finds out that he was actually failing his GED at the same time when he was allegedly driving the car. She tells Eugene that the Desire Gang set up his brother, and Eugene informs her that someone named Rudy is also involved in this.
Lee then uses Google for Lawyers to find out that Rudy is actually, drumroll please, the dirty cop. Finally, Lee knows a piece of the truth.
One thing that I didn't like so much is how long it took for Lee to find out that Rudy was a cop. We, as in the audience, already knew this since basically episode 2, and I think it would have been better if she had just recognized the name somehow, or immediately called a friend who had recognized the name.
In addition, Charlie Figaro also finds out the truth, and I bet he's feeling quite guilty since he unwittingly orchestrated this entire scheme. He was the one who called Rudy, who then called Lil Mo, who then made Kofi take the fall for Adam's crimes and led to his death.
Now lastly, we see Adam's entire storyline finally come crashing down. Like I said, somehow Adam's character never ceases to make me despise him. He finally gets caught by his teacher/girlfriend, who also gives him a fresh dose of reality. And you know what? It's about time.
I do sort of feel bad for Adam, since by the end of the episode, Jimmy Baxter summons him. And I don't think this is going to end happily ever after for him. Also, I feel like the only thing keeping Adam alive after this episode is the fact that he's dating Thea.
And that'll only last as long as Fia doesn't know that Adam murdered her brother. Anyways, let's move on to the review of this episode.
So first off, Benjamin Flores Jr., who plays Eugene, absolutely stole the show. Flores can really drive a scene home through his eyes. You can really feel the pain when he's told that his quote-unquote family abandoned his brother.
Also, as usual, Michael is shown to succeed in his plans, but my question is, how long will this lucky streak last? Now that the people closest to him, such as Lee and Charlie, know the truth, or at least in Lee's case, some portion of the truth, will Adam and Michael be able to stay out of trouble?
Another thing that I like is this is such a morally gray show. Just like Breaking Bad, we start off siding with the protagonist, but eventually discover that even the hero is a villain in their own right.
Yeah, I totally agree. Usually the norm is judge good, mobster bad. But here there's a dilemma since I find myself sometimes siding with Jimmy Baxter and thinking that Jimmy Baxter is the real victim here.
There's so many bad guys, but if this show continues to go the Breaking Bad route, eventually Michael's crimes will catch up to him.
I think so too. Anyways, we're bound to get an action-packed finale next week, and as always, let me know what your theories are and what you thought about this episode in the comments, guys. And we'll be here next week with the Your Honor finale review, so stay tuned for that. That's all we got for you right now. See ya.
If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts. By supporting this channel, you're allowing us to keep making this great content and keep Spectre React going. Thanks for watching, and peace out.